Hello everyone, I'm happy to announce a new unit has just come out from ChipsetRC. It is the beacon lighting unit, so for use on trucks or industrial vehicles or any vehicle where you want orange flashing beacons on the top. I mean, you can change the LEDs to whatever color you like, but I think most of the people will choose orange. I only have yellow LEDs for this demo, but we'll have to make do. Anyway, if you have a look at what's going on here. On the bottom, you'll see we have the aux in channel, as always. You connect this to the signal pin on your receiver of the channel you want to use. So ignore all these pins, they're for the testing unit, for testing the other units. I've connected into the signal pin, into the auxiliary input pin. Here on channel 6 is the channel I'm using. And I've connected it to the top pin, which is the signal pin. And then I've just wired that into the auxiliary input channel here. And I'm going to be supplying the unit from the ground B inputs. It says 5 to 12 volts. I'm using a 9-volt battery, so bang in the middle. And here you'll see we have 3 beacon groups. Groups 1 and 2, which both have 4 pins each. You'll see that's over here. And then group 3, which also has 4 pins. And I'm going to go through what they do. It comes with on the instructions, the channel map, and it explains everything. But I'll show you what they do. So what happens is when I've got this on channel 6, which is this channel just here, and when our channel is completely to the left here, you can see next to the light, when our channel is completely to the left, then all of the lights will be turned off. So you can put this on a 3-way switch, and when it's in the middle, actually I need to turn everything on, rookie error. Here we go. So now when the switch is in the middle, you'll see we have our 2 groups flashing alternately with triple flash, and then a slight pause in the middle. This, I've looked at lots of videos of what the beacons do on real trucks, and this seems to be as realistic as it gets. And the idea is that let's say you were to have 4 lights on your grill, or even more. The idea is that you could put the diagonals in the same group, so that when it flashes, you'll have the diagonal in one direction flashing, and then the other direction, and then the pause. And that seems to be what most trucks have, all the ones I've seen. Of course, you can set these up wherever you like. And then the third group is the group which you can put potentially on the roof of your vehicle or on the trailer or whatever. And you can see when we go full, then they just pulse like that. And so when you have it all on full, I think you get quite a nice effect by spreading these all around your truck or your trailer. Now, for those who just have controllers with 3 position switches, that should sort you out. You have off, groups 1 and 2, and then all of them. However, if you have a programmable controller, then you can access a 4th mode where you only have group 3 turned on. And that's where, if you think about it, if the channel's at the left, they're all off. If the channel's in the middle, groups 1 and 2 are on. And if it's fully to the right, then all the channels are on. If it's halfway between, then just group 3 will be on. And how you can achieve that with your switches is you have this switch here, fully weighted, and then you weight another switch, mix it to the same channel, and only weight it to half the channel. So you can see when I flick this switch, it only adds half. You can see this channel just here. It only adds half the channel throw on, meaning that our channel position will place exactly where we want it for just group 3. So that's how you can access all of them. And some of you might be wondering, well, this only caters for 12 LEDs. What if I want to put more on? Well, I did release a video yesterday about how to use transistors with your ChipsetRC modules, and I'll quickly demonstrate that now. So what we can do, what a transistor allows us to do is essentially turns this from a power supply unit powering the LEDs to just a switch. So you'll have to watch the other video for the complete wiring example, but what this lets us do, this transistor, is lets us use our separate power supply, and all the chipset module will do is basically connect the circuit in the pattern you desire based on where the channel is. So let's try and give that demonstration. I'm using a power supply here to mimic a battery, perhaps a 1S LiPo. I'm going to be using 3 volts. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug the positive end into the positive pins of all these LEDs. These rows are all connected, by the way, on this breadboard. And then I'm going to plug the negative pin into ground. And it's essential that this ground connects to both the ground on the transistor and the ground on the unit. And then in the middle, all we have to do is take another wire, and instead of, let's put it on group 3, we'll take out this LED and we'll pop this wire in its place. And instead of it going through an LED, all it does is you just wire that to the central pin on the transistor. And now what that'll let us do is when we turn it on, I need to turn on my power supply unit here, you'll see now what we have is we have this battery, which you're using, powering all of these LEDs, and all this ChipsetRC module is turning on this transistor as like a little switch and letting the current through from your other battery to LEDs. And this basically means that now we can put as many LEDs on one pin on the unit as we want, whereas before we could only put one. So this is great if you're only using your 12 LEDs, let's say you've got 3 on the front of your truck, 2 on the back for this unit, and 4 of these LEDs on the roof for these groups, and 4 of LEDs on the roof, then you're great. But if you fancy having a trailer and putting beacons everywhere, then these transistors are the way to go. And as I said, there's an example of how to do that on a separate video. And if you want any more detail, of course, you can message me. But yeah, that's a good demonstration, I hope, of the ChipsetRC beacon module. Comes with instructions, and should you need any more help, you can email me directly at chipsetrc@gmail.com. Anyway, thank you very much for coming and listening. I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.